Although some Americans may oppose immigrants in setting a direct path for them to become citizens, do they actually know what the pathway to becoming a citizen is? I don't think most kids our age would know due to the fact that, or I believe that most of us are natural-born citizens. We were born here in the U.S. and we became citizens by birth. For many years, I just assumed that you just took a test and poof, if you scored high enough, you became a citizen. But to my realization, things aren't exactly as they seem. The first step to becoming a citizen is to find out if you qualify, which means you have to have a green card. And to get a green card, you have to have the green card for like 5 years, and I don't think illegal immigrants have a green card, and then they're just like, oh, let's see if we can become a citizen now. No, it doesn't happen that way. Yes?
There's a reason this process is so lengthy and takes time, because we can't have just such a large influx of people coming.
But isn't it unreasonable to have a process that takes like possibly years for someone to become a citizen? Then what's the point of that?
We can't, well, the problem is we have this process, and then people are just running in and ignoring the process, so the process.
That's why we're making a pathway for them to become citizens.
We don't have brain capacity.
But that's why we're making a path.
That's just good.
There's no. We're making a pathway. Okay. The second step to becoming a citizen is overcoming obstacles in ineligibility, such as minor crime or spending too much time outside the U.S., which in these cases you might have to wait a while to become eligible for citizenship. And which for illegal immigrants, I would doubt they would have much time for it. The third step is filing a U.S. citizen. Yes.
Why do you doubt they would have much time for it?
What?
Why would you doubt they have much time for it?
Well, if they're in a country that has drug and crime rates that are so high, why would they want to spend years possibly becoming a citizen when, like, it's like really unreasonable? Don't you think? The third step is filing a U.S. citizen and Immigration Services Form N-400. Once you have this form, you must pay $595 to file the application for naturalization plus $85 in biometrics, which is a lot of money. I mean, just to file a form. It's not even becoming the citizen, you're just filing a form. Then we go on to the fingerprinting, in which your fingerprints are checked through the FBI for the needed background check so that we know that you're like not a serial killer or anything, so there's that. And once your fingerprints come back with nothing suspicious, you may take your citizenship interview. And then they will go over your N-40 form, confirming your answers, and then you will also be tested on your English and U.S. civics. Once you get approved, or somewhat after your interview, you're an American citizen. But wait, there's more. You have to do an oath ceremony in front of the public. And you are given a certificate that says that you're now a full-fledged citizen. You would think the process works quickly, and it's just so easy. But wrong. The process may take less than a year or possibly several years to complete. But with the Economic and Immigration Modernization Act, this process might take less time and will be less difficult. It has 4 pillars. Yes?
Okay, I was going to say, if people are really wanting to come to America and live the American dream, would they be willing to wait the 5 years and go through all these steps? Like you're saying about the green card, because if they really want to live the American dream, they're not going to cheat the system and come over here illegally.
Well, if they're having certain problems in their country, they think let's wait 5 years till maybe this crime gets worse, and then I can become a citizen or get a green card.
But if they're coming over here illegally, then they're risking deportation to just go back to where they started.
Well, you may assume that deportation is just immediate, but you might be in a deportation waiting for months. It's not immediate process bam, you're over back in Mexico again. It can take months.
Once you go through the process and you become a citizen and you're over here for life, you don't have to worry about being deported.
But that could take years.
Exactly, but wouldn't it be worth it to know that you don't have to risk all that?
No. Okay. It has 4 pillars. The Modernization Act has 4 pillars. It's to continue and strengthen our borders, crack down on companies that hire undocumented workers, hold undocumented immigrants accountable before they can earn their citizenship by requiring them to pass background checks, pay penalties and their taxes, learn English and go to the back of the line, and 4 is to streamline the legal immigration system for families, workers, and employers. By providing a path to earn citizenship, the economic benefits are the U.S. gross domestic product will be $568 billion higher than by 2022. The total income will increase by $321 billion, In addition,
Time.
Think about America as a big house. You, me, and all of us legal citizens live in this big house. We have shelter, food, safety, and freedom. Now, while living in this big house, we decide to throw a party because we love our freedoms and rights and all that great stuff. And we happily invite some of our friends to this party. These friends come from a place where they may not have all the amazing things that we do. These friends are legal immigrants, and we are inviting them because they have gone through the process, which includes the paying and the paperwork, to come to our lovely party. We supply them with our shelter, food, safety, and freedoms because they did what they were supposed to do to legally be a part of our family who lives in this big house. Yes.
So you're saying they legally did it, but that takes many years, possibly many years, and they're trying to escape poverty, gangs, violence, and things like that. Quickly, they can't wait that time. They could be starving, and if they wait any longer, they could die.
But if you think about it, not all of them are. Most of them are. Not every illegal alien coming across our border is fleeing from violence. A large portion of the illegal immigrants coming here are for illegal purposes, like drugs and all that stuff. The majority of illegal immigrants are bringing that violence to America.
okay, that's a generalization that they're here for drugs and to start gangs and to ruin America. How do you, it's not like, oh, all legal immigrants are coming here to sell drugs and get all of us addicted to meth. That's not what's happening. That's not all illegal immigrants are doing that. Some of them are hardworking, trying to become citizens.
Okay, did you know 75% of LA's most wanted are illegals?
That's just LA though. Is that the whole entire country? That's one city out of a
Okay,
huge
it's
country.
one city out of a huge country. So if one city is like that, another city could be like that.
Could be, that's a generalization, that's not all cities though.
Not all men, though.
Alright, so we supply these legal friends, not right now. We supply our friends with our food, shelter, and safety because they are legal and they did what they are supposed to. So they deserve what citizens who are born in the States can get. Unfortunately, there are some party crashers. They are coming from the same place that our friends did, but these party crashers are illegal immigrants. They didn't pay or take the time to fill out paperwork like our legal friends did. Most of them crossed the Mexico-U.S. border or in our American house, the back door. Once these party crashers arrive to our party, we share our freedoms, shelter, and food and everything else with them for a while. Then, right when we were thinking that, hey, maybe we should encourage these party crashers to become legal so they can help pay for these things, something terrible happens. We realize that these party crashers are committing crimes, taking our jobs, and overcrowding our schools. In 2014, there were about 410,000 illegal aliens right here in North Carolina, making us the 11th most impacted state in the U.S. Yes.
Okay, so you said that they're taking our jobs, but in fact, if those 8 million workers left, it would not open, like I said, it wouldn't open up 8 million jobs. You would just be losing, not opening up. Like,
Can you say that again? Sorry.
so if you get rid of all those 8 million workers, you will not have 8 million openings. You'll just lose everything.
Okay. Well, if you think about living here, when you are unemployed and you can barely feed your family or pay the bills, no jobs are undesirable, you just want to, so citizens just, since they're legal, don't you think that they should have, first
I know.
choice?
Yeah, okay. So like you said how if they have a child here that is a U.S. citizen, shouldn't they be able to provide for their U.S. citizen that is a child and get those jobs too because they are in the same place?
Yeah, but then here.
But they have a legal child, so you can't
Okay.
just,
Alright, so these party crashers are committing crimes involving drugs, gangs, and identity theft, among others. Our schools are overcrowded due to these party crashers. Our class sizes are expanding and a large number of illegal immigrants are in our school, are adding costs and straining resources in our already poorly funded public school system. The legal citizens are the tax-paying citizens of America.
Hi.